Welcome to day 2. Today is a new day, a next step in our continuing leadership journey. Following our next presentation, we'll have the opportunity to share some of those aha moments we've had over the past 2 days. So get ready, start thinking about your aha moment, because when I come around with that microphone, I want to hear from you. Get ready for that. But now, we continue in our executive series with this morning's TED-style talk presented by Kristina Nicoles, President and Chief Administrative Officer at Holman. Now, let me tell you a bit about Kristina while she's making her way up to the stage. Kristina joined Holman in 2004, and her leadership journey included a number of progressive leadership roles across client services, HR, and corporate functions. She was promoted to President and Chief Administrative Officer in 2025 and currently serves on Holman's Board of Directors. She leads human resources, marketing, legal and compliance, IT, and corporate assets. That's quite a full plate. Focusing on strategic partnerships and organizational growth. She holds degrees from William Patterson and St. Joseph's University and completed Wharton's Executive Leadership Program. Just goes to show you how important lifelong learning is as part of your journey. A passionate community advocate and Inclusion and Belonging Council member, Kristina lives in South Jersey with her family. Kristina, we're so excited to welcome you. The stage is all yours.
Good morning. It is such a pleasure to be here with all of you. As I was looking around and getting to talk with a few before this started, I was inspired by how many people are here. You have entrepreneurs, leaders, innovators, and just seeing the commitment of taking the time to better yourself. It's just a wonderful thing. I'm really grateful to be here and tell a little bit more about the story of Holman, my story, and the one core value that really brings the two together. Holman's a privately held, family-owned business that was founded right here in New Jersey back in 1924. For a business during that time, if you can think, navigating the Great Depression, enduring world wars, adapting to the changes that were being faced with technology, it would be easy and probably expected to focus on margins, profits, and losses. And while all those are really important factors to running a successful business, Stuart Holman had a very different vision. He founded the company on a single powerful principle. He said that business is all about the people, more important than the buildings, locations, or the equipment. Little did he know, or perhaps he was a very smart man, he did know this, he knew exactly what he was doing, that the people-first mindset would become the very DNA of exactly what shapes Holman and how we operate today. It's how we lead, it's how we treat our customers, and how we grow. When Stuart's son, Joe, took over the business, it was quickly apparent that his people, now known within the walls of Holman as our partners, were the most important asset to him. Mr. Holman, as he was lovingly called by many, made sure that he took care of all of our partners. He continued his father's legacy and maintained a strong belief in the importance of people by ensuring that we treat our partners with gracious respect and unwavering attention to them as individuals. Now, in our third generation of family ownership, Mindy Holman, who is Mr. Holman's daughter, and she's our current chair of our board, continues to carry that legacy forward with equal passion and purpose. Her leadership embodies the same deep commitment to all of our partners and to our future. We're now in our fourth generation, and that generation is making a really positive impact on our business. So today, Holman, to give you a little bit more about us, we are a global automotive services company. We're headquartered just about an hour south of here in Mount Laurel. And looking at this visual here, it shows you the breadth of who our business really is. We're proud to be the 15th largest automotive dealership group in the US with over 74 franchises across 9 states that represent 34 brands, and including we have 9 stores here located in New Jersey. But our reach, as you can see, it goes far beyond automotive retail and selling to vehicles to dealerships, customers like yourselves. Holman has a presence in near every aspect of the automotive life cycle. We manage over 1 million vehicles for our fleets for everywhere from Fortune 500 companies to local businesses that are right here in our backyards. We manufacture and install complex vehicle components in our upfitting business. We provide OEM solutions in parts and logistics, and we offer personal and commercial insurance services. And because we're constantly looking ahead, we recently launched what we call Holman Growth Ventures, and that's our venture capital division, to explore what's new in the future of mobility and technology and make sure that we constantly have that eye on the future. So today, we're over 10,000 partners strong, spanning across 5 countries, and we remain deeply committed to growing, investing, and creating rewarding careers right here in New Jersey. So this type of growth and success, it doesn't just happen by accident. It's only possible because of the legacy that Stuart Holman set forth many years ago, and surrounding ourselves with really talented and dedicated partners that can carry that legacy forward. Our people-first mindset, it isn't just a philosophy, it's the foundation of everything that we do. So while Holman's story is very remarkable, I'd also like to share a little bit of my own journey. So as Michelle shared, I have had the privilege to be a part of the Holman organization for nearly 21 years now, beginning my career answering driver phone calls in our customer support center, and that was in our fleet business. And over the years, I've been really fortunate to grow with the business. I've had a variety of different roles that I've had, projects, unexpected career twists. And one that I'll share briefly was in 2015 when I was asked to lead our human resources function after spending nearly the first half of my career in customer service and operations and sales enablement role. Not to mention, I had just come back from maternity leave from having our daughter. That significant career change and that experience taught me a few major lessons that have stood with me throughout my entire leadership journey. First, it's my personal growth came from moments of being uncomfortable. It also taught me the importance of surrounding myself with really talented people that are committed to what they do and having and building diverse teams. It also deepened my appreciation for the amazing people that come to work at Holman every single day and make Holman what it is. Today, I lead our corporate services teams and get to serve as a member of our Holman Board of Directors. So my career journey has been shaped not only by the opportunities I've been provided, but the extraordinary leaders that I've had the chance to be able to work beside day in and day out. And time again, even through the most difficult times like economic recessions and global pandemics, those leaders have constantly modeled what it means to put our partners first. Their examples have helped shape my own leadership style and strengthen my belief that when you put people first, everything else will follow. This isn't just a company value we talk about in theory. It's something I've witnessed and embraced throughout my entire career. And it is why I feel a profound sense of responsibility and commitment to continue to foster that mindset and maintain the unique culture of Holman, not only today, but for generations to come. So you're probably saying to yourself, this all sounds great, is it real? What does it mean in practice, and what does it look like within the walls of Holman, and why should your customers care? They're all really fair questions. And the answer is very simple. It's the Holman Way. If putting people first were the what, the Holman Way is the how. The Holman Way is a set of values and principles that guides every decision we make as an organization to ensure that we are fulfilling our purpose, which is to provide a rewarding career and a better life for all of our partners and our families. That is why ultimately we exist. There are so many stories that I could stand up here and share with you of what the Holman Way looks like, but rather than doing that, I'd love for you to be able to hear some of the voices of our Holman partners.
Holman is not just a job. For me, it's the way of life. That energy that you feel when you walk into a Holman building, that's what you feel when people are engaged, when people genuinely care, when people are being able to be themselves and treating each other as family. That's the Holman Way.
I think the staying power is the culture. It's the Holman culture, it's Holman's philosophy, how they treat their employees.
That sense that you are being looked after and actually your best interests are at the company's heart of everything that they do. It's a genuine thing here and it feels great.
100% of the company wants to make sure I am taken care of as a person. They want to know that, I'm getting the support and everything that I need to do my job every day.
Holman really takes care of their employees. They're very supportive. Everyone's really positive, and they're always putting you in a position to win.
I came in as just a regular installation tech. Now I'm a lead here. They put me through their PLP program, which helps you move on to management later. Opportunities that I have here that I never would have even got exposed to at the last place I was at.
The opportunities that Holman presents allow us to pursue advancement in the company, across the country, across the world.
I've built my career in Holman. I am in a leadership role. So I really have grown from the bottom to the top, which there's a lot of people in Holman who have done the same.
There are so many people here that took a vested interest in my growth and my success and gave me the time of day to just sit under their learning tree and develop from them.
I think the overall mission of Holman is to make sure that every employee feels that they are heard. And for me, my perspective, I'm definitely being heard.
I feel like my opinion is listened to and valued, and I have some things that I like to say and I like to talk, so they definitely listen and take my opinions and let me run with them.
When a manager or a leader, like when they talk with you, it's like, well, what are our options? What do you think? How do we make this better? Let's work together. And it's so refreshing to see that because now you do have input.
I'm a younger female that's, a minority, and they've always treated me as an equal if somebody was working there for, 20 plus years. They've always treated me that way, and I'm so thankful for that.
You're a person, your culture matters, what you have to say matters. You're not just a number, you're actually a part of the solution at Holman.
People have created business resource groups to give a voice to the LGBTQ community, to Black community, to the Asian American community.
I'm proud to say that I work for Holman, and it's important to me that Holman has the same kind of values I have.
We want to offer the best working place for you to raise a family, to have a life, and to better yourself. And in turn, that will only produce great product for us. Where are you going to find that?
I just feel lucky every single day to come to this place and to work with some of the most amazingly talented people. They're so skilled, they're so genuine, they're so kind.
I've known the people in my department 27 years. It's a really good group. There's nothing that we wouldn't do for each other.
The people that I work with at Holman is what has kept me here for 17 years, and I don't see me leaving, ever.
Being 20 years in with Holman, I don't really see myself working anywhere else.
I'm excited to be here, and I know that's because I'm treated right and people like what I do and they're grateful for me being in this business. Like, I make a difference every day. My kids say they want to work at Holman. My mom, if she wasn't 70, she would want to work at Holman.
I like to stay until the retirement will come.
And that's just part of the feeling of Holman, which makes it great. And that's kind of why I know I'm home. And I want to be here, and I want to be here for a long time.
Anna Carmen's mom, who's 70, wanting to work at Holman, may be my favorite part of that video. It makes me chuckle every single time. So we bring the Holman Way to life through every stage of the partner experience. It starts on day one, and ensuring that all of our partners feel welcome through our robust onboarding that we offer, to make sure that every single person understands the core values of what makes Holman who we are and how we want to make sure that we show up for work every single day, not only for one another, but also for our customers. We provide the tools and resources that all of our partners need to succeed and encourage fresh ideas and new perspectives. We also recognize the important role that all of our leaders play in this, in shaping the experience that our partners have, and we've made some significant investments in our leadership development to make sure that we're continuing to create that culture of trust, of empowerment, of accountability, and ultimately making sure that our leaders know what great leadership looks like at Holman. Our culture is built on engagement, and our Partners in Excellence team is solely focused on ensuring that our partners feel engaged, recognized, and celebrated at every level within our organization. We recognize that it's really critical to hear the voice of all of our partners, and we want to make sure that we're constantly learning how we can continue to do things well and what are the opportunities that we have to improve the services and support that we're offering to our partners. And most importantly, we need to make sure that we're turning that feedback into action wherever possible. As you heard in the video, we are deeply committed to creating an inclusive environment where our partners can come to work, they can be their authentic selves every single day. Our business resource groups, including one of our very first Women of Holman, which we have some representation here with us this morning, they play a vital role in fostering that community, driving awareness, and amplifying diverse voices across all of Holman. One thing that we've recognized is that when people feel safe to be who they truly are, They're going to bring their best ideas, energy, and passion to the work that they do every single day. Similarly, just as we invest in our partners, it's really important for us to make sure that we're equally as passionate about giving back to the communities in which we do business. Together we do good for the community is one of the key principles of the Holman Way. And every year we reinvest 1% of Holman's net operating profit back directly into the communities where we live and work every day. It's something that's very important to us. It's part of our DNA, but we want to make sure that we're supporting those organizations that are out there and making a difference and the matters that are most important to all of our partners. So just a few organizations that we're deeply involved in: the American Red Cross, Food Bank of South Jersey, Joseph's House of Camden, and so many more throughout the local area. One thing that's unique is we encourage all of our team members to take the time that they need to go out and volunteer for a cause that's personally important to them, and that's paid time off that we provide to them. So this year alone, we had over 3,000 partners that donated 6,700 hours of their time in giving back their talents to over 600 organizations. In addition, through our longstanding partnership that we have with the United Way, we raised over $1.3 million this year, which those are those funds that are going directly back into the communities where our partners live and work. Holman's also really proud to support and engage with organizations that strengthen New Jersey's broader business community. While we've been a long active in the chamber movement, we're a newer member of NJBIA, officially joining last year. And in that short time, we've seen the impact that Michelle and her team's leadership in fostering those meaningful connections and advocating on behalf of businesses across the state. We're honored to stand alongside of them in helping to ensure that New Jersey continues to be a great place to live, work, learn, and most importantly, do business. Another one of the Holman core values of the Holman Way is together, we are passionate about our work and we find new ways to do it better. And this speaks directly to our customers. When our partners feel valued and heard and empowered and connected to a greater purpose, they bring energy and passion to every customer interaction. So at Holman, we often say we want to be easy to work for and we want to be easy to work with. This guides how we treat our partners at Holman and how ultimately we serve our customers. It's the foundation of what we call the Holman experience. And it's rooted in being welcoming, helpful, and proactive, and making sure that we're anticipating customers' needs before they actually arise. It's about continuously improving, innovating, and delivering those exceptional results. At the heart of our customer relationships, it's about trust and transparency. We put our people first, and then we empower them to take care of our customers and do what's right. We're not in it for the business for the short-term profit. We're in this business for long-term relationships. Whether it's the way customers greeted as they walk in through the door of a dealership, a client service representative that's answering one of our customers' phone calls, or a technician that's going the extra mile to take care of one of our customers. It's about doing business the Holman Way and ensuring that with every customer interaction, our customers feel the difference. Last year, we celebrated Holman's 100th anniversary. It was a really remarkable milestone and one that we're all incredibly proud of. So we thought, what do you do when you turn 100? And like any other company, we're like, we want to throw big parties all over the place. So that's what we did. We marked the occasion by celebrating with our partners literally around the world. And if there's one thing you know about Holman, you should know about Holman, we love to celebrate and recognize our partners. So I had the privilege of traveling to many of these locations where we stood side by side with our partners and their families and got to celebrate them. And yes, that's Carrie Underwood. So I have a 10-year-old daughter, and I can tell you, this made me a really cool mom. But the thing she doesn't realize is that Carrie doesn't come to work with us every day. So I got to kind of break that part to her. But it was absolutely remarkable. And as I reflect back on these moments, what stood out to me most was the spirit of our people. In every conversation, every handshake, every hug, and every shared story, I saw the Holman Way come to life. I saw the legacy of Stuart and Joe Holman and the work that Mindy does on a daily basis reflected in the pride, the passion, and the purpose of our partners. After each visit, I left with a renewed sense of excitement for what the future holds for Holman. Because if the last 100 years has taught us anything, it's that our future will be shaped by the same values that got us here: putting our people first, leading with heart, and continuing to drive what's right. Thank you.
So talk about the formula for success. You know, we were saying yesterday how we keep hearing common themes. And it's clear we keep hearing those common themes because the people you're hearing them from are the people who are leading these incredible organizations. We talked so much yesterday about the importance of culture, and we talked so much about how great businesses make great community and how we take what we do in our business model and transcend it in order to support our community. And wow, if that isn't an incredible story. And clearly the celebration of 100 years is much to celebrate. So, you know, cheers to you and all of your partners at Holman. Thank you for sharing that amazing story. And being the Chief Administrative Officer, clearly, you know, you are sitting at the top driving that culture. So congratulations to you. And another great example of how when men paved the way, they made room for the women coming up behind them and then stepped aside and allowed those women to continue forward. So congratulations again to Holman.